There comes a point in every relationship where a powerful question emerges. Is the woman beside me the one meant to walk this entire journey of life with me? Lasting, meaningful relationships aren't built overnight. They require mutual respect, deep understanding, and genuine affection. But recognizing whether she's truly that unwavering partner you're searching for isn't always clear. Today, we'll uncover 10 rare qualities in a woman seen through the lens of Stoic wisdom that can help you recognize whether she's the one to stand by your side through life's trials and triumphs. If she holds these virtues, hold on to her tightly, because women like this are rare. Before we begin, show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing your story in the comments to keep this conversation thoughtful and inspiring. Let's begin. Number 1. She challenges you mentally. Let's be honest, most relationships start with physical attraction. There's no harm in that. It's natural to first notice someone based on appearance, especially in a room full of strangers. That initial spark is often visual. But here's the real question. What keeps that flame alive after the first few weeks or months? Picture this. You meet someone incredibly attractive. The chemistry is instant. You go on dates, watch movies, share meals. Everything feels exciting at first, but over time, your conversations stay on the surface. You talk about your day, weekend, plans, or the weather, but there's no deeper exchange. Eventually, it starts to feel empty. Now imagine a different story. You meet someone who doesn't immediately turn heads, but as you talk, something changes. She shares ideas that make you pause and reflect. She sees the world differently and invites you into her perspective. Your conversations go beyond the ordinary. They stretch your mind, touch on values, passions, and philosophies. That connection begins to feel far more powerful. From a Stoic point of view, physical attraction may light the spark, but it's intellectual and emotional depth that sustains the fire. A strong relationship is built on growth, on having a partner who pushes you to think, to learn, and to evolve. If you're lucky enough to be with a woman who fuels your mind and spirit, who isn't afraid of thoughtful debate or deep discussion, how rare and valuable that is. These are the connections that don't just pass the time. They enrich life itself. Over the years, this bond grows deeper, not weaker. It becomes more meaningful with every conversation, every challenge, every shared moment of growth. Because true beauty is found not only in what's shine but in what's revealed over time. Number 2. She knows how to compromise. Imagine being in a relationship that feels like smooth sailing, calm waters, sunny skies, everything going perfectly. It's easy to feel secure when things are effortless, but real life isn't always like that. Storms roll in, disagreements arise, and challenges test the strength of your bond. That's when the ability to compromise becomes crucial. Stoic philosophy reminds us that we can't control everything, only our actions and our mindset. And in relationships, that means being willing to meet your partner halfway. A strong relationship isn't about winning arguments or getting your way. It's about being a team, two people, building a life side by side, not standing on opposite sides of a battlefield. Picture this. You and your partner have a major difference in opinion. Maybe it's something small like deciding what to eat, or something huge like whether to relocate for a career move. These moments are not problems, they're opportunities. Opportunities to listen, to understand, to compromise. True compromise means creating a solution where both voices are heard and both dreams are respected. It's not about one person giving in, it's about both making room for each other. Psychologists and relationship experts agree. The couples who last are the ones who adapt, communicate, and grow together through every challenge. So if you're lucky enough to be with someone who's willing to ride through the rough times with you, who sees compromise as a strength, not a weakness, don't take her for granted. In a world that often glorifies interest, having a partner who values the bond you share more than being right is something rare and beautiful. Because the goal isn't to avoid the storms, it's to learn how to navigate them as one. If she's willing to compromise, she's not just your partner, she's your teammate in the great journey of life. Number 3. She is consistent. Consistency in a relationship means that the person beside you today is the same person you fell for at the beginning, not someone who changes unpredictably with the wind. There's a big difference between someone who is steady and someone whose moods swing like a pendulum. Picture a partner whose behavior shifts so drastically, you're never sure who you'll be dealing with. Joyful one day, cold the next. That unpredictability can wear you down. It feels like walking through a minefield. Always on edge, always cautious. Stoicism values emotional balancing, and in a relationship, consistency is the foundation of emotional safety. Think of great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius or Seneca. Their strength came from steady character and controlled emotion. When someone brings that kind of stability into a relationship, it creates space for trust, peace, and honest connection. Being consistent doesn't mean being boring or robotic. It means being reliable. Being someone whose love doesn't flicker with the weather. Someone who's there in the highs and lows. Someone who doesn't make you guess how they feel about you tomorrow. This kind of steadiness allows both partners to grow, not in chaos, but on solid ground. When the thrill of early romance fades, and it always does, what remains is the calm strength of a consistent heart. If your partner shows up with the same character, the same love, and the same emotional presence day after day, hold on to her. That kind of person is rare. She is your anchor in the chaos, your calm in the storm, and your steady hand when life gets uncertain. In the wisdom of Stoicism, recognize this gift. Don't overlook it, because while passion may start a relationship, it's consistency that keeps it alive. Number 4, she knows how to forgive. Every healthy relationship rests on a powerful foundation, forgiveness. Why? Because at the core of who we are, we're human, and humans make mistakes. Sometimes unintentionally, we hurt the people we care about most. That's when true forgiveness becomes a gift. Think back to a time when a friend let you down. Maybe they missed something important or said something hurtful. Now remember how it felt when they came to you sincerely, asking for forgiveness, and how, once you chose to forgive, it felt like a weight lifted off your shoulders. In that moment, something stronger than the mistake was born: understanding. And often, that makes the bond even deeper. Stoicism teaches us to recognize that emotions are fleeting, and that peace comes from focusing on what we can control, like our ability to forgive. When your partner makes a mistake, you hold the power to respond with grace instead of resentment. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing the action or pretending it didn't hurt. It means choosing to learn from it, grow from it, and release the bitterness that only serves to divide. The Stoics believe that both individuals and relationships grow stronger through moments of imperfection. When we choose love over ego, empathy over anger. So if you're with someone who doesn't dwell on past wrongs, who sees forgiveness as a way to strengthen your connection rather than weaken it, treasure that, because in a world where holding on to pain is often seen as strength, choosing to forgive takes real courage and profound emotional maturity. Forgiveness, when paired with love, becomes the most powerful tool for healing and building something lasting. It proves your relationship can weather the storms and still come out stronger on the other side. If your partner practices this kind of emotional wisdom, you've found someone who will stand by you, not just when everything's perfect, but when life is messy and love is most needed. Number 5, she shares your core values in love. Shared values matter more than we often realize. You might be deeply drawn to someone, the chemistry, the laughter, the shared interests, it all feels like a dream. But as time unfolds, something starts to feel off. Maybe you care deeply about financial responsibility, but she spends impulsively without much thought for the future. Or perhaps you're committed to personal growth, while she remains stuck in her comfort zone with no desire to evolve. These aren't small differences. They're signs of a misalignment at the foundation, according to Stoic wisdom. While surface-level connections like hobbies and attractions can feel thrilling, they're fleeting. Real strength in a relationship comes from something deeper: shared principles. These are the values that define who we are and guide how we live. Imagine two people on a ship, sailing toward the same destination. If they're navigating by different stars, they'll never reach the same place. But when both steer by the same constellations, those shared values, they move forward together, in sync, even through storms. Why is this so essential? Because when challenges arise, they always will. Couples who share the same core values are better equipped to handle them. They may not always agree on the little things, but when it comes to what truly matters, they're united. They know what they're working toward. They resolve conflict, not through power struggles, but through mutual understanding. Their foundation is strong enough to weather whatever life throws their way. So if you've found someone who not only brings joy and laughter into your life, but also shares your deeper values, don't let that go. That alignment is rare and it's priceless. In the end, It's not how many things you have in common that determines the strength of your relationship. It's whether you see the world and your future through a similar lens. Let your values guide you when two people walk the same path, not just hand in hand, but heart to heart. They create something truly unshakable. Number 6. She has her own goals and encourages yours and the journey through life. The right partner isn't someone who simply walks beside you. They uplift you, challenge you, and grow with you. They don't just exist in your world. They're building their own as well. This idea is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, cultivating resilience, independence, and purpose. A true partner doesn't rely on you for happiness or success. Instead, they're grounded in their own passions, ambitions, and values, and they inspire you to do the same. Imagine being with someone who leads by example. They don't push or pressure you to change, but their dedication naturally encourages you to evolve. Maybe they wake up early to train for a marathon, not to impress, but because they value health and discipline. Watching their drive ignites something inside you. It reminds you that you're capable of more. This is what a powerful partnership looks like. 2. People growing individually while supporting each other's dreams. She doesn't need you to validate her journey, and you don't need to carry her. Instead, you lift each other up. When you're with a woman who inspires you to chase your goals while she fiercely pursues her own, you're witnessing the rare magic of mutual growth. She's your motivator, your anchor, and your mirror all one. So if you've found someone who supports your ambition without losing sight of hers, hold on to that. It's one of the strongest signs of a lasting, fulfilling relationship, because in a Stoic relationship, it's not about dependencies, about choosing to walk the path together, stronger side by side. Number 7. She leads with kindness and empathy. Picture yourself in one of life's difficult moments. Maybe you've lost your job, failed at something important, or you're simply having one of those days where everything feels heavy. Who's there beside you? According to Stoic thought, the people who stand by us when we're at our lowest without judgment or conditions are the ones who truly matter. Kindness isn't weakness. Empathy isn't softness. They are strengths that reveal themselves when life tests us. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic emperor, wrote often about compassion, how, even in power, understanding and tenderness were essential virtues. He knew life was full of trials, and he understood the deep value of having someone who could carry the weight of those trials with grace. Now think of your own life. Maybe it's your partner who listens to your silence as closely as your words. She's the one who sits with you in your pain, not trying to fix you, but simply offering presence, warmth, and care. That kind of support doesn't scream, it whispers, and yet its impact is immeasurable. In today's fast-moving world, where coldness and detachment are often mistaken for strength, having someone who chooses empathy is like finding gold. A woman who sees your vulnerability and meets it with love is someone who understands the real essence of connection. If you're lucky enough to have a partner like that, someone who wraps your darkest days in light and art, don't just appreciate her, mirror her. Give back the compassion she gives you, because real love isn't about grand gestures. It's about being there, fully and gently, even when it's hard. As the Stoics would say, the highest expression of love is giving without expectation and standing strong together through whatever life brings. Number 8. You might know this feeling all too well, being in a relationship where it seems like you're always under a microscope. Criticism comes at you constantly. Maybe it's your clothing, your sense of humor, or even the way you chew. It's draining, right? In relationships like these, where one partner constantly points out flaws and makes the other feel unworthy or unwanted, something vital is missing: emotional support and mutual growth. Now, this is where the Stoic mindset offers real wisdom. Yes, a partner should absolutely encourage your growth and help you become your best self, but this should happen through love, not judgment. Encouragement should be rooted in kindness, not criticism. Stoicism teaches that we can't always change others, but we can control our reactions and our focus. It's not about ignoring imperfections, but about accepting them and growing together without blame. In a loving partnership, if someone truly accepts your flaws and quirks and still sees the best in you, that's rare. That's a relationship grounded in maturity and emotional safety. A partner like this doesn't nitpick or belittle. Instead, they support your growth through understanding and empathy. In a world that's quick to highlight imperfections, having someone who embraces the whole of you, strengths and flaws alike, is a true gift. This aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy. Focus on what truly matters, our actions, character, and how we treat others. Accept what you can't change in others, and work to improve what you can within yourself. So if you're lucky enough to have someone who sees you, supports you, and helps you grow without tearing you down, hold on to them. They embody not just Stoic values, but the deepest essence of love and acceptance. They'll walk beside you, help you become your best self, not by shaming your flaws, but by loving you through them. Number 9, let's talk about effort, especially hers. In the long journey of a committed relationship, the initial spark may not always burn as brightly as it once did. That's completely natural, just like how even the most vibrant blooms must weather the changing seasons. But here's the truth: what keeps love alive isn't just passion, it's effort. As Stoic thinkers would agree, emotions are unpredictable, but our actions are within our control. When she takes the time to show you love in small, meaningful ways, a sweet note left behind, a listening ear after a long day, or your favorite dish made, just because those aren't just gestures, they're reflections of her commitment to your bond. These acts may seem small, but their impact is huge. They show she believes in what you share and is willing to nurture it. People like this, those who continuously invest in a relationship, who keep that spark alive, are rare. From a Stoic perspective, her effort isn't about putting her on a pedestal. Number 10, imagine being with someone where every word they say leaves you wondering, are they telling the truth? That's exhausting. Constant doubt erodes trust and emotional safety. Now flip that scenario. Imagine a partner who tells you the truth even when it's difficult. You always know where you stand with them, and that creates a powerful foundation of trust. Think about daily life. Maybe you're eyeing an expensive gadget. An honest partner won't just say what you want to hear, they'll remind you of your budget and help you think clearly. Or maybe you're about to post something emotional online. Instead of egging you on, they'll suggest taking a breath and cooling down first. They're not being controlling, they care enough to protect you from rash decisions. This is the Stoic ideal in action, not just surviving hardship, but choosing actions based on wisdom and integrity. In a relationship, this means valuing a partner who helps you see clearly even when it's uncomfortable. Someone who doesn't sugarcoat the truth to keep the peace, but helps you grow by facing reality. That's what builds a lasting, meaningful bond. Not perfection, but honesty, support, and mutual respect. A partner like this is a rare gem. They help you navigate life with more awareness and strength. You don't grow apart, you grow together. The idea of the perfect partner varies from man to man. Everyone has their own priorities, preferences, and vision of love. But despite all the differences, some qualities stand out across the board that seem universally valued. And that's what we explored together in this video. It's amazing how, even with so many views on what love should look like, timeless values like honesty, effort, and acceptance resonate with nearly everyone. Now, it's your turn. Did we miss something important? Is there a personal insight you'd like to add? The comment section is yours. Don't hesitate to share your perspective. And if what we talked about today resonated with you, show your support. A single like helps us reach more people. And sharing this video could spark meaningful discussions in your own circle. We're here to build a strong, thoughtful community, and you're a vital part of that. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. There's also a rich library of videos waiting for you. Dive in and keep the journey going. Thank you for being here. Your support means everything. Together, let's keep spreading the wisdom and power of Stoic philosophy and grow a community rooted in strength, purpose, and reflection. You'll find some suggested videos at the end of this one. Feel free to check them out and let us know what you think. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and above all, keep engaging.